Hi, welcome. This is our weekly reading for September 9th through the 15th, 2016. Remember, it's a general reading, so see what feels right for you. See which signs, symbols, bells, whistles, messages, energies resonate for you and bring you clarity to what you're wondering, concerned, confused, inquiring, dreaming, and praying about. We're all children of God. We're all psychic. We're not all going through the same thing, so see what feels right for you. It could be one sign that brings you clarity. It could be the whole reading. It could make sense later. In the end, always use your logic and intuition together to make sound decisions that are based in love for the highest and greatest good of everybody involved in the situation and so on. So we're all uplifted in love. See how it feels for you. Remember, how you ride these energetic waves that come through here is always up to you in the end. Is it your wave? Is it not your wave? Are you waiting for another wave, preparing for the wave, crashing into the wave, diving into the wave, ignoring that wave? Get the gist. Feel free to make this an interactive video with me if you want to pull some cards for yourself. And I also want to mention I'm very excited about this week's readings. I got a bunch of new decks, oracle cards and tarot decks, and let me show you what they are. The Thalemia Tarot by Renata Lepscher, the Enchanted Map Oracle Cards by Colette Baron Reed, the Life Purpose Oracle Cards by Doreen Virtue, Earth Magic Oracle Cards by Stephen D. Farmer, and the Karma Cards by Monty Faber. And actually, the entire reason I went to the store was to replace my Native American Tarot because I was missing 4 cards. 2016. I'm going to start, Gemini, with the Thalemia Tarot. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, our higher self, angels, and energies of love have for Gemini this week for focus and clarity and understanding for the highest and greatest good of all. One card for Gemini. The Eight of Cups. So, leaving something behind, or somebody else is leaving something behind, leaving emotions behind. You've gone through the entire process of feeling something, and it is now time, Gemini, to let something go, to walk away, or there's somebody else walking away. I feel like you're walking into the unknown, and it looks like you're walking on water if you walk away. That's pretty cool. So perhaps you're walking through a stream, leaving no trail, coming to the surface, rising above the situation, smooth sailing if you move, if you take a step. Or it's you helping somebody else take this step to move away, walk away, leave something behind, because sometimes you did all you could. And now you just have to let go. Let's get more clarity on this, Gemini. I'm going to go to the Earth Magic Oracle Cards by Stephen D. Farmer. And let's get more clarity and a better shuffle than that. My. Alright, let's see what we have for Gemini. Let's get more clarity on the Eight of Cups. It could be resistance to leaving something behind, and the advice is to leave it behind. Just let it go, give it a break, give it a rest, perhaps come back around later, but for now, just take a step into the unknown. Even if it doesn't make sense, it will when the sun comes out. It will when you reach the shore. It will in time. Let's see, Gemini, let's get more clarity for Gemini for the Eight of Cups. The ocean, ebb and flow. So that brings me to the moon. I always relate the moon to the ebb and flow and the tides of the ocean. in emotion. I mean, think of how much water is on this earth, how massive that energy is. Now think of all the water in your body and how massive that energy is. There is a connection. So, you know, when the tide is low, it's going to feel different than high tide. You have to learn to ride each wave as it comes and learn to glide on the top of that wave rather than have it crash into you. So this walking away, Gemini, for you or someone else, is helping you to work with the tides, work with the flow, work with your emotion and learn how to control it, how to bring it back to center so it doesn't, I want to say so it doesn't bother you so much. Or perhaps there was a detachment in emotion and this is overflowing, like overwhelming you, and it's helping you learn to ride it either way, whether there was lack of emotion in something or too much emotion in something. You have the moon and the ocean. Those are really big energies. So let's get more clarity for Gemini. Let's go to the life purpose oracle cards by Doreen Virtue and see what's going on with ebbs and flows, oceans and emotions for Gemini. Walking away, walking towards something new also. You know, it's walking towards something better when you leave something else behind. I feel like it's not that it was bad, it's just that it was complete. It's just finished and it's time to move on to something new, a new chapter, a new way of looking at things, a new destination, something that changes how you feel about a situation. So let's see what we have for Gemini on riding this feeling, this ebb, this flow. And you have infinite abundance, Gemini. So you're fully supported as you devote yourself to the divine, to your divine life's purpose. So perhaps you're leaving something behind that didn't suit you. It wasn't for you. It was for you for a time to get you somewhere else, to lift you up, you know, to raise you up somewhere and drift you along somewhere new. But I feel like it's calling for you, Gemini, to be a part of this. You can't just ride along in the boat forever. You also need to learn to navigate that. So I feel like it's a bit of the Empress here. It's nature, it's harvest, it's perhaps like September, harvest season. I see like fruits and vegetables and light. It's like your halo is the sun and you have butterflies and wings, and I think of springtime too with this, like spring and fall. You're meant to have what you desire, what you want, and what's right for you. You have to work with this. You have to learn what's right for you, Gemini. You have to learn to leave the things that aren't right for you behind so you can grab this abundance. You can hold on to this cornucopia of awesome. You know, this is what you're riding towards. I mean, technically, this is you today. If you understand that you're where you're supposed to be. Let's get more clarity. I feel like you're riding away from something that was either too much dark emotion, like just intense waves. I see like waves slapping you, like splashing on you and knocking you under the water, and like the sand getting in your mouth, and like you're trying to get up, you're trying to get your breath, and then I see this as like the new day, you know, and you come to shore and you're just taken to this paradise, and you get to pick all these fruits and vegetables, and I see like coconut trees, and like you get there and there's just a garden waiting for you. There's like a job waiting for you. There's just like something that is waiting for you to step in and help. Let's get more clarity. I'm going to go to the Native American Tarot. Let's get another card for Gemini. Let's see what's going on with this infinite abundance. I I feel like it's all around you, even in your experience, even in learning to navigate the storms, even in what you leave behind. You're still moving forward with something from that, something valuable, something really valuable here. All right, let's get more clarity for Gemini. The medicine wheel. So number 10, it's like the wheel of fortune, but it's like the wheel of fortune and healing together. I see like a sundial and you working with seasons. So I'm going back to seasons with this. It's like learning seasons, Gemini. Learning that sometimes it's not the season, and then you move into the season and it's the right time for harvest. Sometimes it's the season to plant. Sometimes it's the season to rest. Sometimes it's the season to just live. And I feel like summer is like abundance, joy, you know, like getting outside, getting to work, but enjoying that work. So I feel like maybe you're a little sad. You're leaving that season behind and starting something different. It's a change in the season. I feel like whatever this change is, Gemini, for you, it's the wheel of fortune. It's finding your center here. It's finding the center spoke on your wheel, standing firm, remaining grounded. And I mean, look, you see the sun, like you see the sunset. There's like midday, sunrise, the mountains in the background. I feel like you're working with the elements here. You can't change how the seasons come, but you can adapt and make sure your wheel is, I want to say accessible, but is in sync with what you're measuring. So let's get more. I hope that made sense. Let's go to the sacred. Did I use this one? No. The Enchanted Map, Oracle Cards by Colette Baron Reed. And let's get one more card to bring this reading together for Gemini. One more card for the ebb and the flow, leaving something behind and walking into abundance, walking into the fruits of your labor. Maybe you've been working hard on something. Maybe you've been working hard on something that is just finished. Now it's time to reap the rewards. It's that time to harvest. Let's see, Gemini, one more card. 7, into the unknown. So it's into this. It's into this. You know, it's what you don't understand. There's such a, I want to say a deep surface, but that didn't make sense. There's such a deep ocean under the surface in the ocean. And you're walking into the unknown here. You're walking towards the moonlight. You're walking into, I want to say infinity, but you're walking into learning how to use your intuition here. You're learning how to use your psychic skills. This is into the unknown. Maybe you don't understand those messages yet. You don't understand how you're going to come into abundance, how it's going to work, how it's going to all flow together in the end. But I feel like with this 10, it's a transition. It's an ending. You're ending something here, and you're beginning something here. And you're learning how to flow with it all in the now. Because a 10 is ending something and beginning something else. And the 7 is a change in your spirit. How you see something, why you do something, how you perceive something. You can't see everything here. You have to feel your way through, Gemini. You have to feel it inside of you, the inner guidance in you, between you and God, you and Spirit. Spirit's always on our side to help us out. Trust that you will feel what to do when it comes. You will feel how those waves are moving and know how to find that center spoke, that north, south, east, west, and center. So you can be calm. I hope this was helpful. I love you guys. I'll see you soon.